like the speed of sound. We can keep on the ground.
What's good, YouTube? Easy now 1337 aka Snow, back again with another Emblem tutorial. And to be honest, I haven't touched an Emblem in about 2 or 3 weeks. Like literally haven't done anything to do with emblems because I just got bored of them. So this may be a bit all over the place, so I thought I'd choose an easy one to do. It's a power button. Looks pretty damn epic on the player card and on a gun. It looks shiny and nice, and you can do it in whichever colour you want. So let's get into it. Firstly, just go start on layer 2 because I'm going to show you something with layer 1 later. Well, it doesn't even need to be layer 1, but you know, you'll see what I mean. So go in and grab a circle. Pretty damn, this is really easy to make, to be honest. Make it black. Make it as big or as small as you want. I tend to go about there. And then all we're going to do is just duplicate this layer, or duplicate, as people keep telling me I'm saying it wrong, even though I'm British and we learn it differently. And we're just going to move it up a layer. Select or back on the layer, move up, press start. And make that a dark grey, and then we're going to make that just a little bit smaller, so you got a nice black outline around the grey. And then we're going to duplicate it again and go one shade lighter of grey and make it smaller, so you've got the dark grey and the light grey. We're just going to keep doing this until we hit a nice range, let's say there. And now that you have dark to light, you want to go back to dark, so on the next layer go down a tone and make it smaller, and like so. Very easy to follow and do. And for the last one, I'm just going to do it there, and then go back to black like so. Now all that is doing is that the ring around the outside then looks like it's beveled, or is the word embossed? I'm not sure. Well, it looks like it's like pivoted, so it goes from dark to light to dark. And then the center colour is totally up to you what you do, and how thin you do that outer circle is up to you as well. I've done it quite thick there compared to my original, so you guys can see it clearly what I'm doing. So duplicate that layer and choose any colour you want. I'm going to go with red because obviously red is a good power colour. I'm going to go with that red, and that is basically the power button done. Now we just need to add like the highlights and the actual power design as well. So for the highlights, you want to go and choose a brighter colour than the red, which is like slightly different. So if you go in red, you want to have like a pink outline. Now normally, like people would say, do white and then turn your opacity down, but you'll see why we can't do that later, because I need to use this pink colour again to cover a certain area. So if we just place that about there. Sorry, I didn't even tell you what to do, did I? So once you duplicate it and change it to pink, make it smaller, and then skew it down and to the right. So I told you it's been a while since I've done these. And you want this to cover over half the emblem. So basically like that. Now we want to duplicate that, make it red, the same colour red as the background. Make it smaller and skew it down and to the right again. So we've got a nice cutout. I'll show you what I mean. It cuts out the bottom of the light source. Right, move that up a layer, well up a couple of layers to 16, and then we're going to duplicate that layer, move it up, and turn the opacity down to about 70%. Duplicate it, move it up, turn the opacity down again to about 60%, and then do the same again, but really light now. So I'm going to go about 40% maybe. Nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these down a bit, and the point of moving them down as well is that you can have more of the rings, if that makes sense. Like so. Perfect. I'm just going to move that back up. It's just all about moving these circles around till you get something you like. There we go, that looks pretty damn neat. Next you want to go in and grab a ring. Like so, make it smaller. and just place it about there across the middle of the emblem, and then duplicate it, make it black and outline it, and that is that section done. Pretty easy. Now this is where I needed the colour from before, the pink colour. So go in and grab, you can use anything, I'm just going to use the second lieutenant, make it black and make it smaller. Now you want to skew this down and to the right until you're cutting out pretty much the top of the power emblem, like so. And now we're going to duplicate that and change it to the same colour pink as you used in the background. We're going to make that smaller and skew up and to the left. Now, as you can see, it cuts out the top of the ring, and it also gives a black outline, as you well know it. So firstly though, I'm just going to make that a bit wider. I'm just going to fiddle with it a little bit. The reason why I'm making it wider is just so you can fit the other section in, which is this thing here, the half tube. Make that smaller, skew it down and to the right, and just place it about there. Duplicate it, make it black, start, outline it. And that is the power button done. Now you've got all these extra layers, you can add letters, you can add anything you want. What I done was I grabbed this plaster, earn a triple kill medal while severely damaged. Pretty much everyone might have that by now. And then I just stretch this out all the way, just so that it goes around the edge of everything. And then I just turn the opacity down on that a little bit to about 50%. And you'll see that on the player card it just adds like a nice shading around the button. And then what I also done was grabbed a half column, made that black, and I just sort of stretch this out until it starts to blur. Keep just holding right and up until it blurs all the way out, and then I just turn the opacity down on it, and that just gives you a nice shadow at the bottom of the button. And then it's just up to you what you do, what you add, what you take away. But that is the emblem done for today though, guys. I'm going to try and start recording more of my emblems now that I'm sort of in the mood to do them. Peace out, take care.